So I thought today we would do a fun little video of how I keep my fridge optimized to keep food fresh and also how to store your food properly to keep it fresher for longer. Before we get into today's videos, I want to tell you all about our wonderful sponsor today, Brightland. So Brightland is a delicious high quality olive oil made with 100% olives. I read somewhere this one time that about 70% of olive oils are fake, like they're not really even olive oil. A lot of the time they're made with fillers and they're more like an oil blend with some lower quality oils. So since reading that, I've been pretty intense with the types of olive oils that I use. This one is definitely one of my favorites. Brightland only partners with local California farms and they grow high quality olives and press the olive oil with care. Because of their high standards, from the olive tree to the bottle, you can actually taste the difference. Alive is a rich, smooth, nutty, and perfect for salads olive oil. It's really good also on greens and dip. And I love this chili infused blend as well. You get the rich, robust flavor of the olive along with the lovely heat that is perfect on top of hummus and even pizzas. It makes such a difference. You can totally taste the difference. When I made the hummus as well, I used the Brightland olive oil and you can just taste the difference. It's like nuttier, really like vibrant and green. It's really delicious. So there's a few really great benefits to using a really high quality olive oil. One of them is the flavor. You guys know that I make a lot of really simple, basic recipes, really few ingredients, and I talk about the flavor of those ingredients and using high quality versions of those ingredients to really get that robust flavor. So any of you home cooks out there, getting a really high quality olive oil will give you that amazing flavor that really stands out and makes a difference in your dish. Plus you get the peace of mind of knowing that the only thing in your olive oil is olives, unlike a lot of the stuff that you find in the grocery store, which is a blend. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you've probably seen my series about making your everyday life super luxurious. I tell people to burn that really expensive scented candle just for you. Don't put it in a closet and save it for, you know, when an important guest comes around. This type of olive oil, like a really nice high quality olive oil, also gives me that like daily luxury that's really effortless and delicious. I don't know about you, but pairing, you know, just small daily luxuries like that into my life just makes me feel a little bit better, makes my day a little bit brighter, and it makes my food taste better. If you're a stickler for high quality ingredients and robust flavors, I definitely would recommend Brightland as a beautiful addition to your kitchen. Definitely check them out. They have a wonderful selection of olive oils. Some of them are infused, some of them are just like the Alive or the Awake. I will leave a link in the description box down below for you to check them out. Hey guys, I'm Candace the EdgyVeg. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and if you have any recipe requests or video requests, you can leave that in the comment section down below. Chances are you're storing your produce incorrectly, I'm sorry to say. But that's why I'm here. I'm going to show you how to do it properly and in a way that makes your produce last weeks, plural. Yes, even the berries that you buy and the leafy greens, you know, the ones that you buy them and then you get up the next day and they're dead, those ones too. So we're gonna do this in a couple different steps. Step one is how to optimize your fridge, because if your fridge is not optimized, then your food's gonna go bad. The first thing you wanna do is make sure that your fridge is always at 40 degrees or lower. You need the optimal temperature, so start there. Keep moisture in control by lining the bottoms of your produce drawers in your fridge with paper towels, or you can use kitchen towels, and that will help absorb excess moisture, which also makes your food go bad quicker. Always store your fruit separately from your vegetables. Fruit contains a high amount of ethylene, which will cause anything around it to kind of spoil or break down more quickly, so you definitely want to keep them apart. If you, however, have an avocado that is not ripe, you stick it in with your bananas and your apples, it'll ripen more quickly because of the ethylene. So the second thing you want to do is make sure that you store your food properly. I'm going to show you how to store the most common foods that you have at home. Not everything can be stored the same way. That's a mistake that most people make. The first thing I'm going to show you how to store is green onions. This one's actually really easy. You can store them straight up in a little bit of water. You can actually do this right on your counter or in the fridge, but if you're going to do it in the fridge, make sure that there is a plastic bag over top to protect it. This will help triple the lifespan of your green onions by storing them in water so that they'll continue to grow and you can keep using them, which is great. So just like continue to cut the top off and it'll continue to grow. For garlic, you don't want to store bulbs of garlic in a closed container. It will last a lot longer if it's stored in an open basket or garlic basket like this one I have here, or a paper bag. That works as well. Keep it in your cupboard, not in your fridge, unless it's peeled. That's a different story. Keep that in the fridge. To lengthen the lifespan of berries like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, let them soak in a vinegar bath. You want to do a ratio of 1 to 3. So that's 1 vinegar, 3 water, and just let them sit there for 10 minutes. What that's going to do is kill any of the bacteria and microbes that break down food more quickly. Then you just want to let them dry. You can do this with a towel, paper towel, salad spinner like I like to do, and then store them in an airtight container with, again, like a paper towel or towel at the bottom to soak up that excess moisture. I'm able to keep my berries in my fridge for like 2, sometimes 3 weeks doing this, so definitely give that a try. Greens, the dreaded greens, whether you buy them in that plastic container or loose on their own. Greens is, I find, the thing that always wilts really quickly or bad really quickly. There's always slimy stuff in it. So with greens, the trick here is to get rid of moisture. That's a major culprit when it comes to greens. Again, I wash mine in a vinegar bath of ratio 1:3, and then I spin them in my salad spinner to remove all moisture. I do this a couple times and empty the salad spinner. It's really just gonna spin all that water off and keep it really dry. If you don't have a salad spinner, just use like a towel and dry it off. Then I like to line the bottom of an airtight container with some paper towel or a dish towel. Again, that's going to help soak up any excess moisture. Then close it up and store it in your fridge. If you're buying the greens in that plastic box or bag, go through them and toss out any wilted or discolored leaves, and then do everything that I just said. Storing ginger, I like to store this in the freezer, just fresh, whole as it is. I never use a whole root of ginger whenever I buy it, so you can just stick it in the freezer, and then when you need it, you can just grate it with a microplane or chop it if you want to throw it in like a juicer or something. For any vegetable that's mostly water, something like celery, wilts really easily, just wrap that in a dry paper towel or dish towel and place it inside a plastic bag. I've also seen people do this with tin foil, so try that. I haven't tried it, but someone on Instagram told me to try that. And what that's going to do is lock in the moisture and keep it from going limp. Mushrooms, the biggest mistake that people make with mushrooms is that they suffocate them. They put them in a plastic bag, throw them into the fridge, and then they get all slimy, gross, and then they're disgusting. And so what I want you to do is to take them out of those plastic containers that most mushrooms come in these days and store them in a paper bag, a cardboard box, or a mushroom bag. And you can just put that into the crisper. I find that's the best place for it. Tomatoes, always store tomatoes at room temperature, out of direct sunlight. And also, if you store them stem side down, for whatever reason, they stay fresher longer. A lot of people throw tomatoes in the fridge. I find that they just get really mealy and yucky if you do that. They don't taste very good. With onions, you want to make sure that onions have good circulation. They usually come in a mesh bag, so you can just like hang that in your pantry or get one of those dividers and throw them in there. Or you can use a pair of pantyhose, old pantyhose, and just throw them in there and hang them up. If you have cut onions, they will keep in your fridge for up to a week. Just store them in an airtight container. Canned foods like beans and lentils that you've opened but you haven't used all of them, they don't stay fresh for very long, so you definitely want to make sure that when you drain them, so beans for example, save the liquid. It's going to really preserve the texture of those beans and stop them from getting like mushy and gross if you store it back in the liquid. So use whatever you need to use and then put them in a jar, add that liquid back in, throw it in your fridge. Things like flour. Have you ever opened up a bag of flour and been just like horrified because there's all those little like insects and bugs and crap in it? Yeah, me too. That's happened one time. It's never happened again. What you want to do is take a bay leaf and put it in the top of whatever you're storing your flour in. I like to make sure all of my flour is in an airtight container. Put that in the top. I actually either do it loose or wrap it in like a cheesecloth and then shove it in there. There's something with the smell of the bay leaf that those bugs really hate. They're called weevils. Weevils really hate them, and nothing will happen. They won't go there. They will ruin your flour. You can do that with anything dried. With herbs, you can either store them in a glass jar of water with a bag over top, similar like we did with the green onions, and that's going to again keep them from drying out in the fridge. I like to also store them in the door of my fridge because it's less cold there, and then they don't dry out or get very limp. Alternatively, you can also roll them up in a paper towel, put them in a plastic bag, and store them in your crisper. I just find that they don't last as long, but try it. Okay, so now that you know how to store your food properly, you also want to make sure that you clean your fridge. This is pretty important. All that bacteria in the fridge is also going to help make your food break down more quickly. So definitely go in like every couple of weeks, at least once a month, and do a deep clean of your fridge. It's super, super easy. Use a cleaner, a wet rag, get everything out, dump everything from your crisper, I don't know, outside, and then clean it, and easy peasy. It definitely will save you money in the long run. Another thing you can do to make sure that you're eating your food and not wasting your food is to prep your food. Clean and prep all of your food shortly after you get home from the grocery store. Just get it out of the way. Get it done for the week. It's in the fridge. You're more likely to use the vegetables in recipes if you don't have to chop it, right? Wednesday hits, it's hump day, you're tired, you're lazy, you don't want to cook, but if all of your food is already chopped and ready to go, you're more likely to throw together something like a stir fry. All right, guys, that is how I store all of the produce in my fridge and keep my fridge optimized so I don't waste money wasting food, because Canadians, Americans, everybody waste so much food every single year. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Why even go if you're going to throw it out? This will help save you hundreds of dollars throughout the year. And let me know if you have any amazing tips for how you store something. Leave that in the comment section down below. I'm always looking for new ways to store different things, and you guys can also help each other out if you have any questions. As always, make sure that you check out my other videos for delicious vegan food inspiration. And thank you so much again to our sponsor, Brightland. Make sure that you check out the link in the description box down below and check out their delicious high quality organic olive oils. Bye.